Here we are. What I want to do today is I want to talk about a topic that I just recently not that I don't know, but I just kind of came aligned with. And it's basically saying an authentic yes and an authentic no. What does it mean? It has to do with boundaries. It's when you say yes, when you really truly mean it, and when you say no, when you truly really mean it. I call that authentic yes and an authentic no. But I think for me, I came into a relationship that I had to say a no to. It was a business relationship that I got to say no to. And it was really awesome to say no to a certain person that I knew that was not going to be a right fit between me and that person, which is a really good thing. I didn't think nothing of it when I said my authentic no, but in actuality, that is a big deal because it's just like when you get involved in a relationship with somebody that you know deep inside your heart, you're not supposed to say yes. You said yes, even though you meant no. You violated your boundaries. And when you violate your boundaries, what happened? You say yes to the wrong thing. And when you say yes to the wrong thing, you're saying yes to dysfunction. You're saying yes to the same old pattern. You're saying yes to pausing your life. And you say yes to being stuck and being in the status quo in a relationship. And then you get really resentful. So I know for me, that's what happens if I'm in a business relationship where I was to say no, but I said yes, maybe out of fear of being rejected. And I said yes when I meant no, then I get to resent afterwards, resent the relationship when I'm the one that actually violated my own personal boundaries. So the inauthentic yes allows you to actually connect who you truly are. So for me, when I say an authentic no, that means I'm saying yes to somebody else. A lot of my coaching clients, it says, when you say no to something, that means you're saying yes to something else. But when you say yes to something else, then you're saying no. And a lot of times we're saying a lot of yes because we're getting a lot of praise. Yes gets you praise. No doesn't really give you any praise. We say yes because people love you sacrificing yourself for their cause. And then you keep saying yes, yes, yes. But when you really should be saying a lot more no's. So hopefully that makes sense. But I think it is a big deal for you to start connecting with your authentic self. And when you do that, when the more you're connected to your authentic self, the more you will see the authentic yes and the authentic no. And it is scary. It is scary. I tell you what. Because the more no you say, the more yes you say to you, to living the life, to having the type of relationship that you want. And you know what's scary? It's you. Your authentic self is actually scary because you've been living with your false self. You've been living with the false sense of self-worth, based on other people, what they think, what they feel, and living a people-pleasing life. You've been living in the way of trying to get that promotion or trying to get people at work to like you. You've been living in loneliness. See, the loneliness doesn't come just because I don't have somebody around me. The loneliness comes from abandoning ourselves. When you abandon yourself, when you don't listen to your inner self, your inner child within you, when you don't listen to that voice, when you don't, that means you're saying no. You're saying an unauthentic no. And then when you say an unauthentic no for what you truly want in your heart, then guess what? You're going to start saying yes and no to the wrong people and find yourself in these dysfunctional relationships. And when you're in this dysfunctional relationship or dysfunctional life, you're going to have to pause and see, okay, what am I actually saying yes to? What am I saying no to? Because decades will go by before you realize that you've just spent these decades doing something that you really meant not to do. Like you've been in this relationship where you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have never been there. But there were red flags all along the way. Because we're so used to growing up, not being able to say yes or no as a child or whatever happened to you. Like for me, I was not allowed to say a lot of yes or no's. When I was abused as a child, the no was not honored. You need to say yes to this. And that also took me down to a path of me violating not only my boundaries, but other people's boundaries as well. So an authentic yes is where you want to shoot for, and an authentic no. Get used to saying yes to what you want and no what you don't want. And I know it's scary, because there's a fear of rejection, there's a fear of abandonment, there's all those fears that come up. But I tell you, if you keep on pushing, keep on doing that. Keep on facing your authentic self. The more you say yes to your authentic self, the more you will discover that. And then once you start to discover that part of you, you may just like that part of you. And you may stop covering it, as I've spoken before, with masks and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I wanted to chat with you about. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe if you like the video, and please share it. And also click on the bell button there so you can be notified with any new videos that I come out with. Thank you.